And welcome back to the channel. Moto Maverick here. I read a really interesting article the other day and I wanted to get y'all's take on it. Let's talk about it. So the weather has been cold and rainy for the last couple of weeks, so I haven't gotten out on the bike a ton, but it was kind of warm today, got in the low 60s, so I thought I'd go out for a bit. I need to meet up with Jingler anyway. He's going to give me his money for the Moto GP tickets for this year. We buy them as a group so we can all sit together. Turn 15, so going to grab that from him. Try to get out of the busy part of town here before I really start talking about how dangerous motorcycles are. So the article I wanted to talk to you about today was put out on the Revzilla page by their Common Tread group. And what was interesting about it was talking about how the fatality rates on United States highways have been going down in all categories except for motorcyclists. Now it said that there were, I forget the exact number, but it was just under 19,000 casualties on the highway for the first half of the year. We don't have the data, complete data for the second half of the year, because as of right now it's December 2024, which is when I need to have my next service done, so that'll be coming up soon. So for the first half of the year, the United States 2024, there were just under 19,000 highway deaths, which that number just seems staggering to me. Just in 6 months, just under 19,000. The article went on to talk about how even though the numbers are trending down, well, you might say, of course, the numbers are going down. People are driving less because there's a lot more remote jobs. People are not commuting as often. But the article did state that they looked at that data and it was insignificant as a reasoning for why stuff was trending downward. The categories they discussed were truck drivers, passengers in a passenger vehicle, drivers in a driver vehicle, drivers in a driver vehicle, that's dumb, drivers in a passenger vehicle, like a car. They even discussed pedestrians and bicyclists in all categories. The numbers were trending down, stating that it was safer this year than it was last year to travel on the highway. Now, as you can guess, the number that did not trend downward was for motorcyclists. And I find this interesting for a couple of different reasons. One, the technology in motorcycles now is significantly better and improving than it has been in the past. You've got ABS, you've got traction control, you've got these IMUs that can control the ABS, and all this different tech in the motorcycle that makes it safer. So my assumption has to be user error. All right, I might have just pissed some people off by saying it was user error, but hear me out. As the economy gets worse, prices for everything are going up. Prices for cars is insane, not to mention the fuel price. I don't have the data to back this up, but I think there's just more people on motorcycles now than there has been. Yemi Noob did, a video a long time ago talking about how the motorcycle scene is dying, but I don't believe that. So I think part of the issue is more bikes on the road and possibly less skills training. Now, I've taken the MSF safety course, and I think that there's a lot of, valuable information in that course. However, it doesn't teach you all the skills that you need to be a safe and effective rider. I've been in an accident. I've gone down on a motorcycle before. It's not fun. When it happened, I was thinking, oh, I didn't have a choice, had to lay her down. That's the thing that everybody says. But after learning more, I was just not prepared. I didn't know how to do emergency maneuvers. I hadn't practiced them, and I wasn't as comfortable on that big cruiser as I thought I was. I think the emergency braking, emergency maneuvers, slow speed skills are all super important, and something that everybody needs to spend more time practicing, so you can be prepared when you get in a situation like that. It's not if, it's when. because you ride enough, it will happen. Now, with that being said, part of the problem could also be, like I mentioned, prices of vehicles being expensive and more people buying motorcycles because they're cheaper, get better gas mileage, etc. Insurance is cheaper. So if we're talking a younger crowd here, a younger mentality goes along with that. You know, you hear people talking about squids all the time. I've seen it myself, whether I'm on the motorcycle or in my truck. You see people flying down the road, weaving in and out of traffic, acting like crazy people. Your risk significantly increases when you act that way, especially in a highway situation. You know, if you want to ride like that, go to the track. I'll post a link to the article in the description so you can go check it out. I'd be interested to know what your thoughts are on why this trend is happening. Do I think that motorcycles are more dangerous than they used to be? No. If anything, they're safer than they used to be. Like I said, ABS, traction control, IMUs, all this stuff, all the tech involved makes the motorcycle safer to ride. Do I think the people riding them might be more dangerous than they used to be? Possibly. Do I think that the cagers are more dangerous than they used to be? I would definitely say that that's the case. People are on their cell phones all the time, not paying attention. The comment is always, oh, I didn't see you. Well, you weren't paying attention. So I think that's the bigger issue. I think there are more people riding bikes than what used to be. See, these are what I hate, these intersections. That's how I went down. Somebody turned an intersection, cut me off. No, I forgot what I was talking about. Anyway, I think there's more riders on the road, more distracted drivers, and that's what's causing the issue. Now, you're always going to have squids, you're always going to have people doing dumb things on the highway. But if you keep a safe distance, always aware of what's happening around you, keeping your speed under control, not weaving in and out of traffic. Here in Texas, filtering's not legal, so you can't do it anyway if you're going to follow the law. If you want to go fast and drag a knee, go to the track. But I don't like all these guys on the highway screaming down the road, giving us motorcyclists a bad name. So I'm interested to know what you think. Why are motorcycle deaths trending upwards when everything else is trending downwards? Leave a comment down below, let me know, and I'd love to talk to you about it. Well, that's it for today. I'm almost to where I'm going to meet Jingor. Another intersection. Whew. I'll see you in the next one. Keep the shiny side up.